Meanwhile, in China, another area of the world being devastated by flooding. In this case, record-breaking flooding. What I have read is that in one day they experienced as much rainfall as what caused, over the course of many days in Germany, the horrible flooding that they've experienced. 12 people have already died as of earlier this morning after record-breaking rainfall flooded underground railway tunnels in China, leaving passengers trapped in rising waters. Video shared on social media shows evening commuters just managing to keep their heads above water. Water is seen rushing onto platforms. More than 500 people were eventually rescued from the tunnels. And I believe that we have some footage we can show you. It is like, for many people, it is going to be difficult to even imagine being in a confined space like a subway as the water begins to rise and you have no idea how high it's going to go.
Jeez.
There you can see utter devastation. I mean, that is apocalyptic level flooding, and it happened very fast. 20 people have been killed, 7 are missing in the provincial capital. The highest level of weather warning is now present. They had a year's worth of rain in 3 days.
Jesus. So have they come up with the reasoning behind? I mean, we can be lib and jump on climate change and weather patterns changing, but to this degree of rainfall, for this type of pace, it's got to be unprecedented.
I assume that it is. They say that it's record breaking, so it doesn't seem as though this is just a bizarre but a current, cyclical sort of thing. Again, like with any extreme weather, and we've said this with the wildfires, we said this with the bootleg fire, we said this with the flooding in Germany and in Belgium. We can't say for sure that it is directly tied to this. Right now, Siberia is burning, by the way. We wanted to fit this in, but we just had too much stuff. But we know that these things seem to be linked, and that as one is getting worse, the others are following. And it is a reminder that you have to worry about the oceans, you have to worry about the dryness, you have to worry about the heat and the fires, but also the flooding, and in some parts of the world, mudslides that come as a result of this as well. Absolutely devastating, and probably not something people are going to be talking about too much, but it is going on. People are losing their lives, so something to bear in mind, and something domestically for us to bear in mind as we continue to inch our way towards maybe they'll pass some infrastructure, a bill that does something about climate change. Maybe we'll get that, but this is what's happening along the way.
If we had connections to other countries more outside of just saying how much we are better or worse than other countries, we could actually see something like this potentially. Because of course, America's dealt with flooding issues and every year, and death associated and loss of property, everything associated with that. And will we take this as a precautionary tale and be like, whatever it is that's going wrong, whatever infrastructure potential problems that allow this to continue to happen, will we look forward and make sure those don't happen as we're trying to pass some infrastructure bills right now?
Exactly. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.